Have you ever stopped to wonder why the simple act of eating a slice of bread or pouring a spoonful of sugar feels so harmless until your doctor tells you otherwise? Today, we're peeling back a century of food innovations that promised health and convenience, but instead helped fuel the chronic diseases plaguing our society. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will see why cutting carbs could be the single most powerful change you make for your health. Picture this. It's 1911, and someone looks at leftover candle wax, yes, candle wax, and thinks, why not turn cottonseed oil into something people cook with? Thus, Crisco was born, marketed as a modern, family-friendly alternative to butter and lard. No safety tests, no nutritional studies, just a clever repackaging of an industrial byproduct. Fast forward a few decades, and we've embraced trans fats, asbestos insulation, and DDT, each hailed as breakthroughs. Only decades later do we learn they're toxic. Why do so many of these miracle products take 30, 60, even 100 years before public outrage finally forces a ban? The answer lies in how we trust convenience over caution, and how powerful industries can shape what ends up on our plates. Let's talk modern villains. Glyphosate, initially used to clear industrial pipes, transforms into our favorite weed killer. Fluoride, once a smelting waste, finds its way into toothpaste and municipal water supplies, under the banner of cavity prevention. Sodium nitrate, the same stuff that stabilizes explosives, now gives bacon its rosy hue. Saccharin, derived from petroleum, sweetening your diet soda with crude oil byproducts. And those bio-friendly biosolids, the treated sewage sludge spread on fields to nourish crops, sound like nature SC fertilizer until you remember it. CS recycled waste, complete with heavy metals and industrial chemicals. We've gamed the system to turn nearly every toxic byproduct into something food-adjacent. But the crown jewel of industrial food? Field corn. Non-edible, genetically modified, subsidized into oblivion. Corn lobbyists have turned that inedible grain into over 4,000 products. High-fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, modified starch, and even most of the world's vitamin C. Cheap as dirt. It infiltrates everything from peanut butter to protein bars, and quietly spikes your sugar load. Don't forget the seed oils, canola, soybean, sunflower, marketed as heart-healthy polyunsaturated fats, yet emerging research reveals their highly inflammatory nature when processed at industrial scales. We've been sold a shiny narrative. Move over butter. Embrace the new healthy oils. But at what cost? And then there's the grandest nutritional deception. Carbohydrates are essential. Your brain runs on glucose. But what if that certainty is the lie? Here's the twist. Our bodies can thrive on fats for fuel. And by slashing refined carbs, people are reversing type 2 diabetes, losing stubborn weight, lowering blood pressure, and even improving mood and cognitive function. It's why ketogenic or low-carb diets ignite fierce debate. They work too well to ignore. Imagine swapping your morning bagel for eggs and avocado, trading sugary cereal for a spinach and cheese omelet. Within weeks, energy stabilizes, hunger vanishes, and health markers improve. No more blood sugar roller coasters, no more mid-afternoon crashes. Just steady, sustainable vitality. Yet, here's the kicker. Our national dietary guidelines, the rulebook schools, hospitals, and even prison cafeterias follow, still champion high-carb staples. Deviate, and medical professionals risk censure. One size fits all trumps individualized care. The result? A system that perpetuates the very illnesses it's meant to prevent. So what can you do? First, question convenience. Read labels. If corn syrup or vegetable oils top the ingredients, think twice. Experiment with a low-carb meal. Swap rice for cauliflower, sugar for stevia, pasta for zucchini ribbons. Track how you feel. More energy? Better sleep? Fewer cravings? And if you're a health professional, push for low-carb options in your workplace. Show the research. Advocate for guidelines that include carbohydrate restriction as a legitimate, science-backed choice. History is littered with well-meaning food fads that went terribly wrong. But this time, we hold the data. By exposing the lies behind processed foods and daring to reduce carbs, we can rewrite the story of chronic disease in our lifetime. Ready to break the cycle? I'll see you in the next video, where we dive into 3 simple recipes to kickstart your low-carb journey. Let's turn skepticism into science, one bite at a time.